For years, one camera has lived in the shadows of the Nikon ecosystem. Whispered about in forums and craved by every wildlife and sports photographer who still clings to their aging. DSLR. We're talking about the holy grail of crop sensors. Mythical successor to the D500. Well, the wait might finally be over. Welcome back to Tap Tech, where today we are diving deep into the absolute beast that is the upcoming Nikon Z90. If you thought the Z9 was impressive, wait until you see what Nikon has planned for this high-performance DX powerhouse. We have the latest authenticated leaks, the predicted roadmap, and specs that will make your current setup feel like a toy. Let's get into why this camera is about to change everything for the Nikon Z mount. The Nikon D90 isn't just a rumor anymore. It's a strategic necessity for Nikon. Since the D500 retired, there has been a massive gaping hole in the lineup. While the Z50 and the Z50 Mark II are fantastic enthusiast cameras, they simply don't have the professional DNA that action shooters demand. The Z90 is designed to bridge that gap, according to the latest 2026 production pipeline leaks and prototype sightings. The heart of the Nikon Z90 is a brand new 33 megapixel DX format sensor. Now, why 33 megapixels? It's the perfect balance. It's high enough to give you incredible detail for those deep crops, which is why we use APS-C for wildlife, but it's not so high that it destroys your low light performance or slows down. The processor. Speaking of the processor, the Z90 is powered by the Expeed 7 engine. It's the same silicon found in the Z8 and Z9. This is where things get interesting. By pairing a 33 megapixel sensor with the Expeed 7, Nikon is aiming for a mechanical shutter speed of 15 frames per second and an electronic burst rate that could easily push 30 or even 120 frames per second in specialized modes. For a wildlife photographer, that's the difference between catching the eagle's blink or missing the entire strike. But the real magic isn't just in the speed. It's in the brain of the camera. The Z90 is inheriting the full AI-driven autofocus suite from the Z9. We're talking about sophisticated subject tracking for humans, animals, birds, and vehicles. But there's a twist. Ascent reports suggest Nikon is leveraging its acquisition of Red Digital Cinema to enhance the video autofocus and color science. This would make the Z90 not just a stills powerhouse, but a legitimate cinema tool for creators. Let's talk video specs because this is where the premium audience really wins. We are looking at oversampled 4K at 60p and potentially even 6K. Internal recording. Nikon includes unlog and 10-bit internal recording, which they almost have to at this price point. The Z90 becomes the ultimate B-cam for professional Z9 shooters. It's the perfect companion. You get the extra reach from the 1.5x crop factor for your long shots, while maintaining the same menu system and color profile as your flagship body. Now, one of the biggest questions we get here at Tap Tech is about the build. Is this going to be a plastic consumer body? Absolutely not. All signs point to the Z90 featuring a robust magnesium alloy chassis with professional-grade weather sealing. This is a camera designed to be taken into the mud, the rain, and the dust of a safari. It's expected to feature a dual card slot. Configuration likely one Express Type B for that massive data throughput, and one US2 SD slot for compatibility and backup. This is the D500 of Mirrorless we have been waiting for. One feature that has fans truly excited is the in-body image stabilization, or IBIS. While the Z50 series lacked this to keep size down, the Z90 is tipped to feature a dedicated 5A axis stabilization system capable of up to 7 or 8 stops of compensation. When you're hand-holding a 400mm or 600mm equivalent lens, that stabilization is the difference between a tack-sharp eye and a blurry mess. But where does this fit in the market? Right now, the APS-C world is dominated by the Fuji X-H2S and the Canon R7. Nikon has been quiet, but that silence is tactical. By launching the Z90, Nikon is positioning it as a more mature, refined option. It's for the person who wants the Nikon S-line lens quality, but needs the reach of a crop sensor. It's for the sports shooter who needs Z9 performance but doesn't. Want to carry a vertical grip all day? Pricing is the final piece of the puzzle. While nothing is official until Nikon rings the bell, industry analysts are pointing toward a launch price in the $2,000 to $2,500 range. Bundles could start lower. This places it perfectly between the Z6 III and the Z8. It's making it an accessible pro body for serious hobbyists and working professionals alike. Imagine getting the raw, unbridled power of the flagship Nikon Z9, the world-class autofocus, the blistering speed, and the professional-grade build, but in a body that's smaller, lighter, and thousands of dollars cheaper. It's the dream of every hybrid creator and bird photographer on a budget. This isn't just another mid-range release. It's a direct shot across the bow of the competition. We've gathered every verified detail from the 2026 production pipeline to tell you exactly what's under the hood of this APS-C monster. If you've been debating an upgrade, you need to understand that Nikon is no longer playing safe. They are integrating pre-release capture features that allow the camera to start buffering images before you even fully press the shutter, ensuring you never miss a moment of action. Furthermore, the viewfinder is expected to see a massive upgrade. We are talking about a blackout-free electronic viewfinder with high brightness levels and a 5.76 million OLED panel. It's making it feel more like an optical finder than ever before. This is crucial for tracking fast-moving subjects across a stadium or through a forest. The ergonomics are also being refined. Expect a deeper grip and a dedicated joystick for AF point selection. Mimicking the professional layout of the D500, Nikon knows that their core audience values the feel of the camera as much as the specs, and they aren't cutting corners here. This camera is built to be an extension of the photographer's hand, to truly cement its place as the king of DX. The Z90 is rumored to support dual-base ISO for significantly cleaner low-light performance in video, as well as Nikon Imaging Cloud, integration for instant backups, and firmware updates on the fly. This level of connectivity and professional utility is what separates the XL90 from every other crop sensor on the market. It's not just about taking pictures. It's about a seamless, professional workflow from the field to the studio. The Nikon Z90 is shaping up to be the most important DX camera Nikon has ever made. It's the return of the king, and it's bringing 8,000 derived tech to the masses. But I want to hear from you. Is 33 megapixels enough for your wildlife work? Or were you hoping for a higher resolution sensor to compete with Fuji? And more importantly, does this camera make you want to stick with the DX format? Or are you still eyeing the full-frame Z8? Drop a comment below and let's start the debate. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to Tap Tech for the latest updates on the Z90 as they break. We've been waiting for a true D500 successor for nearly a decade. And from what we're seeing, the Nikon Z90 is going to exceed every expectation. It's fast, it's rugged, and it's packed with flagship DNA. If you're a Nikon shooter, the future looks incredibly bright. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, because as soon as the first official images leak, we'll be the first to bring them to you. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. It really helps the channel. Let us know in the comments. What is the one feature that would make the Z90 an instant buy for you? Till next time, keep shooting.